Well, that's weird. Did you get a Ninja Creami only to find out that it didn't live up to all the hype? That's what happened to me. My son wanted one for Christmas last year, so I got him one. And the first time I tried it, I followed the directions in that guide. It was not helpful at all. So after much um, video viewing on YouTube and researching and Chat GPT, I have finally perfected my Ninja Creami recipe, but also the actual process in doing it. Because it's one of those things, it's kind of like if you're on a diet and you're doing all of the right things and then it doesn't turn out right. That's how I felt with my Ninja Creami experiments because things were not working out well. So, first, I'm going to walk you through the recipe that I have perfected here. So, use my favorite protein shake, Nuri. These things are great. And I have found if you've got the Ninja Creami Deluxe, if you will get 2 of your containers and 3 of your favorite protein shake. So it doesn't matter, whatever is your favorite. Today, I'm going to be making a mocha, like a really dark chocolate mocha ice cream, which is kind of my favorite. So take each of your shakes, put 1 in each of your containers. And then take the third one and we're going to split it between the 2. And this is going to get you right up to the fill line for freezing. So it's perfect. It gives you a nice full container. And then what we're going to do, I guess I'm going to wipe my hands on my shirt because I just got protein shake all over me and I don't have a towel nearby. And so what we're going to do now, we're going to take your sugar-free pudding flavor of choice. I love the chocolate fudge, but I was out of it, so I'm just going to use chocolate. This is a very important step if you want to have creamy ice cream instead of icy ice cream. You're going to add 1 tablespoon. And this recipe is going to work with any flavors that you want to do. So if you're using a vanilla shake, you can make vanilla, you can make pistachio, you can make butterscotch. That's a favorite. But just 1 good tablespoon, not teaspoon, 1 good tablespoon of your sugar-free chocolate pudding mix. You're going to put that in. And if you've got one of these frothers, I highly recommend one of these. Just get it down in there. Get it mixing that up. Do that on both of your containers. Then you're going to add this stuff right here. This is what gives us the mocha flavor. The Anthony's baking, espresso baking powder. All of this stuff is on Amazon. I'm going to link to my, put some Amazon affiliate links in the description for you. Just take a teaspoon and put into each of your containers. And then you're going to want to add the secret ingredient. If you're making, it's hard for you to see what it is, but this is black cocoa powder, another Amazon product. This stuff takes it to the next level. So I'm just going to take a teaspoon of this, and you're going to have black cocoa powder all over you, but don't worry about it. I see I'm blocking you with the Pure. I use Pure sweetener in this. This happens to be the confectioner's blend, but the granulated works fine. And then I also use allulose. Allulose is one of those sweeteners that they're starting to have a lot of information come out about it, that there might actually be some health benefits to it, but I'll talk about that in a different video. For the purpose of this one, it's adding a little bit of extra sweet, but it's also helping with the texture of our ice cream. So I've got that in my little red containers here. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the allulose to each of my containers. That's going to get us some extra sweet. And then I'm going to do 1, just kind of a little bit of a heaping teaspoon of the Pure. One of the things that happens when you're making ice cream, you want to make it sweeter than what you think it needs to be, because Something about the cold makes it where we don't taste the sweet as much. At least that's what I heard. So go ahead and mix this all together. If you're making a different flavor that is not quite as rich, you might want to put some sort of extract in here. Like anytime I'm making vanilla, I'll put 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla in just to really amp up the flavor. Or if you're going to make something where, I don't know, coconut extract or pineapple, there's so many different amazing extracts out there that you can use. But for this particular recipe, the chocolate and the espresso flavor are so dominant that you really don't need any kind of extract. But just get these mixed up really, really well. Make sure that there aren't too many chunks. And you don't have to worry about it too much because once you process this, it's going to work out. Get those blended up. Lids, place them on, but not completely sealed, because one of the things that's going to happen to these, as it freezes, there's going to form a lump in the middle that we're going to have to scrape off before we actually do our processing, which is one of my tips and tricks for doing this right. But we're going to put these in the freezer. They need to stay there at least 18 hours, but it's recommended 24. I find that things process better if you make sure you get these really frozen solid, and then you wind up setting them out on the counter for 10 minutes before we process. But we'll get to that after we get these frozen, and through the magic of time lapse, we'll get there in just a second. After you've spent 4 minutes listening to your Ninja Creami imitate the sound of a 747 landing in your kitchen, you'll notice that you have what looks like ice cream sand. This is definitely not the final product that we want. Back for another spin on light ice cream mode. We're 2 spins in, and as you can see, it's still not the consistency we really want our ice cream to be. So back in the Ninja, and time to do the respin. Oh, it's so close, but still not quite where we want it to be. So let's do that respin one more time. I can't wait to see. Is it success? Yes, it's the texture we've been looking for. This is what you want your Ninja Creami ice cream to look like. Look at that. Look how creamy and silky it is. Perfection right there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new and something helpful. If you did, please give the video a like. Please subscribe to my channel so more people can learn these tips and tricks to make the best pint of Ninja Creami ice cream they can. And I do want to remind everybody that this entire serving of ice cream, if you want to eat the whole thing, you don't have to feel guilty about it at all. This particular batch, 270 calories, 11 net carbs, only 5 grams of fat, and a whopping 47 grams of protein. If you enjoy my content, please join me back here at More with Kim, because there is always more.